thing is massive. Oh guys, look at this crazy stick. Good morning everyone. So it's currently about just gone 8 o'clock Saturday morning. So today's plan is to go down, meet the guys for breakfast and probably attend a few panels. I don't have early access so I can't go in the traders hall, but once it opens I think I'll go in, get a few things, and then I think I'll switch between the traders hall and the panels here and there, but I'm gonna finish my cup of tea and then I think I will head out. Still very much enjoying this view behind me right here. See you soon.
See them wrists, people. Our opening ceremony is.
I don't think it's a nice time to go in there either because it's still very busy.
Of a fire or other emergency, you'll hear an alarm sound. We ask that you walk, not run, to the nearest emergency exits. No alt modes or jetpacks, please. This ain't the Icon 5000.
And on Transformers Day at the Battersea Power Station, they are going to be unveiling some really cool stuff. First of all, they've got some new apparel wear that is going out, and this is really cool. This is going to make a lot of people's Christmas. They are going to have, in partnership with Blockies, a Blockies Advent calendar. Right? How cool is that? Hasbro, in partnership with In Demand, teamed up with TFNation to show you else what's in my magic box. Now hold your horses. These aren't for sale. No, hold it, no, don't boo. They have teamed up and they have brought us along a selection of upcoming new product which will be available, which we will have on display. That includes Studio Series 86 Megatron. That includes something like, say, Flatline. That includes something like Bone Crusher. This represents not a fraction of the toys that we have here at the show. Here's the cool thing. Over the course of today, Rosa, are you in the room? No, he's not. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. You may know him, Toys R Us. He is going to be opening some of these in the Warwick all the way through the course of today. And we are going to have them on display for you. If you went to San Diego Comic-Con, you will have had the chance to see Superion complete. You will have had the chance to see Devastator complete. And then it would be cool. And you may see that this weekend. I'm not saying you will, or we won't. You'll just have to find out. But they all would be behind glass cabinets, but that's not enough for us. You will have the opportunity to go hands-on with these figures at our convention. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited. It is RID's own. Please give a big round of applause to Mr. Neil Kaplan, to Marcello Materi. Please give Sophia Miles a big round of applause.
Evan Michael Lee.
So I'm just going to grab a Starbucks. Behind me, actually, to the left is where I stayed the first year. I'm going to go grab a Starbucks from that really hard one to get to. We meet again, at last. So I found this like opening, Miss Woodland near Starbucks, got my Starbucks. And just met this like local guy, and he was saying like a secret pathway wood that goes to like the M42, I think. So about 200 meters, I think he said, and then it comes to a dead end where the road, where the motorway is. It's actually quite nice just to explore the area. You know, obviously I came for TFNation, but the last couple of times I've not really actually explored anywhere. It's just been staying in the hotel. Now I'm in a different hotel, having to walk at places. It's actually nice. Like, I saw more of the NEC yesterday. And yeah, it's just nice to explore while I'm travelling. I see a bridge there. But I was going to grab some breakfast at the Hilton, but fortunately they don't serve breakfast to people who haven't got a room. See, we've got a nice lake just below. So I grabbed myself a meat-free sandwich, got it heated up, and got myself a oat latte. I did have some breakfast before I went down to the Hilton to get the main breakfast, but it wasn't much, and I kind of had that just, you know, just in case, because I suspected something could happen. But I don't want to venture too far, but it's a nice little area. So I'm getting pretty hungry. I wasn't too interested in going to the chill out bit before the first few panels. Kind of just wanted to grab a drink and grab a coffee from that Starbucks that me and Harrison never unfortunately got to. It's like quiet, like a nice quiet, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of eerie. Speaking of eerie, I have a very creepy story to tell Primus 84 and Charlie. That was really weird what happened last night. I wish I got it on camera. That was super. You'll have to take my word for it, but that was super duper creepy. Like super. You know, one thing I always notice with every Starbucks I go to, which isn't a lot, the staff there are always like the nicest people. You know, you go in somewhere else and yeah, but it's still friendly people, but I don't know, the people at Starbucks seem like next level. It's like when you go to another country and everyone is so nice to you. That's how I feel. I go into Starbucks and like everyone is super kind. So it doesn't say who served me, but it was a guy and a girl. So thank you to you two. Cheers. It's currently the 9th of August, it's Saturday, probably about 9, half 9. So if you two were the people on shift who served me, my name's Daniel, thank you. It's got some sauce on it. I don't know what sort of sauce it is. It's like tomato, but and weirdly the road is just there. I can see the Hilton from here, and the road is probably, I don't know, 70, 80 feet away from me, but it's silent. I can hear the traffic, but it's quiet. It's crazy. But I can hear the nature over there more. Maybe the plane over there, but yeah, it's quite a nice area. This shop really reminds me of Rick Grimes, how he's like sat where a tree is in Season 8. I think this would make a good thumbnail, actually. But I'm not a litterbug, so I'm going to take my trash and throw it in the bin when I see it. Traveling's cool as well, like travelling. The last 2 times TFNation, I still count it as travelling, but it was more the convention. Now I'm trying to go for a different experience, especially with the way I'm filming this video. I'm trying to make it more like a adventure of my own. There's like no people around. The time I bought this was 9:57, 4 seconds in the morning. So again, guys, thank you for this coffee. That just burnt my mouth. Oh guys, look at this crazy stick. Look at this. This is the sort of thing guys do, but I mean, look at that stick. Come on, my stick appreciators, I know you're out there. It looks like an action figure stand. That is a crazy stick. I'm gonna put it back where I found it, but I've gotta admire this stick. They've had these weird clamshell things everywhere as well. I'm not sure if they're from the river. That's good. That's some good coffee right there. I just looked at the camera and just saw all this nature behind me. It's pretty beautiful. The shade of the colours that the camera's capturing right now, amazing. Again, the road is like there, and Starbucks is there, but it kind of feels like it's just like a secluded part of nature, just in the middle of a chaotic city. And I get to be part of that right now. This place is awesome. Normally I don't like to have my phone out in public, but I keep checking, you know, if there's people around. If there is, I don't get my stuff out. Gotta be safe. You know, I'm in an area I don't know, but feel relatively safe around the Hilton, just the outside bits, but yeah, it feels so peaceful here. Like, I kind of want to stay here all day, I'm not gonna lie. I never paid for the TFNation tickets, but I could stay here all day. But I'm almost done. And although I'm not gonna stay here all day, I think that's the beauty of it, because I just get this precious moment just to relax. But I mean, sadly guys, I'm pretty much done with this coffee, so my time here is up, and I really appreciate this nature. But alas, we have a convention to get to. Hope you enjoyed this part of the video. A bit different.
When they get that scale and shock value that they don't get if it's just robots all around, you know, they're all the same size. And that's why we really wanted to play up that sense of the hidden aspect of Transformers on Earth, that they aren't front and centre. You know, there was this idea that the Decepticons arrive, they dig in and start to destabilise, you know, which felt a very sort of Decepticon thing to do.
I think I'd like to reading through this, so this is like part of the initial, the segmented thing he did on the original, you know, weapon to sort of figure out, well, this is going to be his hips, this is going to be his legs, you know, and also everything remains in proportion, you know, he's not changing like I would do, you know, like sort of like enlarging different parts because it looks cool or it adds to a better character silhouette. EJ's really disciplined with this sort of stuff, and he makes it work. You know, like but it really added to that feeling of, like, Dawn stuff on Dreamwave, yeah, you could tell you had that sort of
variations would have been, but had you been able to expand it, would those have been the infamous 6 phases, or was there a different kind of blueprint that Megatron had for infiltrating and subterfuge?
Yeah, I don't think they were literally the titles of the phases. I don't think we ever get to detail what all the phases are, only that there were 6 of them. And that we were going to, I thought, have 6 story arcs to go with that. But no, there was no phase called Machination, because obviously that was Scorponok's side thing. So no, it wasn't really, and I'm not sure I even ever made a list of what the phases were going to be, except that phase 6 was something, you know, end of the world-ish. But no, I don't think we ever got round to detailing.
It sounded nice and cataclysmic, like, you know, like
yeah.
phase 6, or, you know, like 6 shot is phase 6, power phase 6, and yeah, I love it. Yeah.
But no, I don't think we ever gave them all names. You know, I mean, I didn't need to be consulted for them to do an Avengers Transformers crossover, but neither did I think of it as linked to what we were doing either. I mean, it feels like its own entity when I look back at it.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Good. I enjoyed the panel yesterday.
Oh, thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good fun. I really loved this one. I mean, it's so nice because it's the one where it's like, okay, fine, I'll just do my own thing without any kind of thing.
I've got like quite a few of the crossover comics.
Oh yeah.
And like the Terminator Transformer comics, that's my favourite one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Transformer and the Terminator comics, like, the only time that the crossover is being treated fairly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I find a lot of the times that when Transformers is against like whatever else, like they get nerfed.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah, yeah. It's always the way it went to, like, you can feel the company say like, no, my one's going to be stronger.
Yeah. A fellow Huel drinker, I've got mine there.
Hey. Awesome. I've been doing this stuff for about 10 years now. So
nice.
good. Like a convention like this, I don't
So nostalgic artwork.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I think the Titan like comics just so underrated. I love them.
Yeah, they were covers I did back in 2008, I think, for the first movie. I told my editor I wanted to draw the movie stuff to make it like it came out of the animated show. And he let me do it, that way.
I'm a lover of the movies, so like anything movie I just instantly adore. I tracked down like the original Titan comics recently, probably like the last year or so, because I didn't manage to get them all when they were like coming out. Like I missed like the odd one or two. So I just tried to like find them and bought just like a giant haul of them.
Would they ever put into a trade paperback?
They did like a mini, probably the size of that, maybe a bit bigger.
Oh right, okay.
But it was like issue 1 to...
Oh yeah, IDW printed it.
Yeah, I think like 1 to 10 or something. Issue 1 to 10. So they never like finished it, but yeah, like...
That was before we started drawing covers.
It would be good to have like all the old comics in like a big collection for the people who didn't manage to see them.
Titan published those, but I don't think they didn't have the license for a long time now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem. I'll probably see you again around.
Yeah, I'm here all weekend.
Awesome. Thank you. Good meeting you. See you.
That aircon on yesterday, I don't know where it's gone.
Probably a Crimsique. I love the thrones. I plan to like use it in like stop motion film. I've always wanted a chair. Thank you. I finally got a throne for Megatron. Thank you very much. Thanks.
If anyone has lost their bank card, if you can make your way to the registration desk, they'll be able to sort you out so you can continue spending lots and lots of money.
I think it's massive.
Get a photo, take a selfie.
Don't have the regular Straxus, but we do have the shabby glass version of that slightly.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Is it gold plastic or is it paint? I think it
does seem to be a goldy sort of plastic.
Right. It looks nice, but I'm scared it's going to break.
Reasonable.
I try to throw as many crazy ideas, and then that's when the designers. That's when Takara does the magic. Sometimes, really, the drums, I never expected them to make those like that shoot. I did that.
Just to introduce the podcast briefly, a while ago Andrew suggested the idea that we just talk about our careers, not just in Transformers, but in the comic book biz and other associated. We've both worked in TV animation, computer games.
Guys, I am going to get something to eat now because I am starving.
Toy Food is on the cusp of an incredible lifetime donation award, and I want to get them there this weekend, alright? The Pretenders cosplay! Yeah. Put your hands together for Knockout! Prowl! Long Arm Prime and Blur! Bye-bye! Laniakea Prime! Winning Blade! Drift! Four, but he's back, it's Prowl! Oh, it's Starscream! One Sentinel Prime! This is Rumble and Frenzy!
Which one is which?
Orion Pax! Say it for me! Yes! Knockouts! Megatronus Prime! May very well be the last spot standing, it's Rodimus! Trans, Metal 2, Black Arachnia, and Silverbolt! Breakdown! Will Pirate Cybertronian! The Stinger himself, Wasp! Bulkhead and the Constructicon! Pepsi Convoy! Queen Windala, the city speaker of Naboo! Quintessa! Skybites! It's Tarn and Farmer! You will feel no pain! It's Optimus Prime! Dr. Thaddeus Morocco! It's Hunter O'Neill! The Quintesson Judge in the house! Soundwave! Shockwave! Sentinel Prime and Arachnid. Jack. I can dance like that. I just choose not to. Finally, Ravage! Give them all a massive round of applause. Give Chris McFeely a big round of applause. Here we go.
Devastating switches.
On which date did the episode The Golden Hearts first air in the US?
How are you meant to know that?
Jack, what did you have? April 10th.
Keen-eyed of you may notice some scribbles at the front on the window itself. Wonder who might have signed that for us.
Gary Chalk. Gary Chalk, Optimus Primal. That's a nice one. Can we start the meeting at 1:20? 1:20. Is that 1:20?
Yep, 1:20.
Awesome. Can we go 1:50 for Optimus Primal sign? Well, you're already winning, sir.
Oh, there we go.
150. There we go. 150 in the front. Can we go 175? We have 150 in the front going once, looking for 175. 150 in the front going twice. Mr. Gary Chalk's autograph is going to the man in the front row for 150.
More Than Meets the Eye, the original 3-part miniseries, was in production.
It was already in production from Marvel, but Hasbro was looking to CBS to potentially do a network series. Now, what we got was a syndicated series, one that was shopped around to local stations.
The miniseries was syndicated, which means that Hasbro and Marvel Productions produced the series independently and then sold it by themselves to independent TV stations around America, versus the network method, where a TV show is produced in cooperation with the network, allowing the network some say over its content, and it is broadcast nationally on that network.
It gives it a wider distribution. It was considered to be a more credible platform.
Script that Jeffrey Scott wrote for the first episode of his vision for Transformers. Human girl who found this little yellow Volkswagen Autobot in a used car lot where he was hiding from the Decepticons.
Isn't that a good pitch?
Yeah, make a movie out of that.
I feel like you potentially really could.
Behind is Matt Conroy. This guy is a trucker who drives Optimus Prime.
The new character. Whirlpool. Now again, new art created by Ed for us. This is not vintage art. Please don't say it is. It's not.
Best friend is his dog.
Our story begins in a small, everyday American suburb in the home of the Fairchilds. Wendy stands at the sink, preparing school lunches. Her younger brother, Eddie, rummages around in the fridge.
Bring me the mail, will you, Eddie?
Coming right up, sis.
While Wendy isn't looking, Eddie grabs a carton of eggs and stuffs 3 inside his jacket. As he brings the mayo over to his sister, he unscrews the lid and peers into the jar. When one of the workers drops a giant robot hand, a Decepticon guard fires a laser at him, scorching the ground in front of him. Pick it up, human! Outside, A white Porsche and a black 4x4 camper roll down the street towards the steel mill. A rock song blasts from the Porsche's stereo.
Okay, that totally wasn't the scariest walk of my life home. In the dark.
Elevator is going up.
Yep, better be going up. Come on. I mean, I haven't had a mirror like this in the room. So I'm just on the way back to my hotel room from TFNation. It's like almost 1 o'clock. I'm walking through Birmingham. Well, not through Birmingham, but you know, around it. Oh, I need my hotel card. Not going there. Okay, so I just got back in my room and I don't know whether it's like a case of like dehydration or not eating properly or lack of sleep or a combination, but as I was walking, and even now, like I thought it was the floorboards at first, but as I was walking, you know that feeling when you're on a bouncy castle and you're like stepping but you're like bouncing and your weight goes down and then you sort of bounce back up and you feel so unsteady? That's what I felt like on the way back. Like I was going in down the corridors and just like, I'm feeling it now. Just like stepping and feel like I'm gonna fall with my own weight through the floor. Like everything from underneath me is just giving way and I'm going. And I don't drink alcohol. Obviously I don't take any sort of substances. But all I had tonight was Coke. I had a bit of water earlier. Again, I think it could be like dehydration, but like kind of shaking right now. You probably can't see it on camera. But I think I might grab a shower and just head straight to bed. So I do have something special right there on the bed, which I might have a peek at. But for the rest of the haul, you're gonna have to wait to see what I've actually got. So I'm making you wait. Yeah. This version of me at TFNation, this editing version of me, this filming, directing version of me, is not a nice guy. He likes to make you wait. The old Daniel would have shown all the footage and made it like an hour and a half long. This one is a bit more dramatic. This is the hotel view I got from my room. You can't see much, but there are planes passing that I've seen quite a few times. It doesn't show too well on camera, but down there with like that roof where people can walk, I think it's just staff who can walk there, and obviously there's part of the outskirts of wherever over there, the Birmingham airport. Okay guys, so it's currently 2 AM, yeah, 2 AM Sunday, so technically today is the last day of the convention. I left Hilton just before 1 AM, and then, you know, took 5 minutes to walk, and 5 minutes from my hotel room to actually get up to this room. You know, once I just kind of finished off for the night, it's taking about half an hour, 45 minutes, but I did kind of want to finish off showing something that I bought. If you watch one of my recent live streams, you'll notice I have been thinking about getting more into more high-end collectibles, and this is just a taster. I just kind of want to see what vibe I get from this. I had the decision between 2 Optimuses or a Bumblebee. One of the Optimuses it's kind of like its own thing at the moment. It has a Bumblebee to go with it, but it doesn't really scale correctly, so on my shelf it would just be the Optimus. This is supposed to be a really great way to start collecting these, and if I got this and I got the Bumblebee and I got a Mirage and then RC maybe later down the line, or Wheeljack if they do it, you may see where I'm going with this. I can form a better cast on my shelf rather than just one Optimus and one Bumblebee that doesn't scale very well. My first ever Rise of the Beasts 3.0. So I'm not going to unbox it, rather I will do a little sneak preview into the box. I just want to see what the figure looks like. So I've not seen a 3.0 in person apart from Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, which I saw literally earlier. That's the first one I've seen in person. So here's a look at the front of the box. Whoa. Okay, that is so detailed. I think when I actually unbox him, that's when it'll probably hit me what this figure is, you know, like. Right now, he's covered with all plastic wrapping, so I can't really see his face. I can see his arms, but then bits are covered up, same with his legs. You can kind of see the accessories. So he's currently just bubble wrapped up. To be honest, he shows pretty well on camera. So I've not bought too much. This was the main thing. I didn't really go in with a plan this year. I kind of just went in open-minded, didn't know what I was going to find. I didn't think I was going to find these. I know some people were selling the G1 3.0s, but I thought these were like out of stock. They had Optimus, they had Rise of the Beast Bumblebee, which was the other one I was thinking of, and they had Last Night Optimus Prime. Now, as I mentioned, I saw Age of Extinction Optimus. That looked fantastic. The paint on the Last Night, I've seen the images, seen the videos, I've spoken to people about him. Everyone says the paint and the detail on the Last Night is amazing. But again, you know, the 3.0 Last Night Bumblebee, for me, when I look at it, it doesn't scale correctly. I feel now they're going back and doing the 07 cast, they may redo some of the other live action films like the Last Night Bumblebee to make him in scale with the 07B. You know, the Age of Extinction and Last Night Optimus Prime 3.0, that's pretty much perfect. But again, at a shelf, these would make for a better display in terms of the cast filling them out. Otherwise I would just have an Optimus on the shelf, and while that's good, you know, I think long term this will be okay. But yeah, but as it stands, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta get up like 6:30 tomorrow, so like I've got like 4.5 hours, 5 hours maximum of sleep if I really want to hit tomorrow hard. So I'll see you in like 5 seconds.